the generally more well-received one. Okay, we're starting in like soon.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to Cyrus Davis versus Samuel Scime. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Pidgeot versus Lugia, best of 5 mini match. I'm Dario here with
Callie. Hi. I'm here as well.
We're gonna get started. So you're, I think you're more familiar with the players than I am, right? Mostly Samuel.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of us are familiar with Cyrus, but Cyrus, super accomplished player, won NAIC 2023, just a fuck ton of, I don't know if I should swear, maybe I shouldn't say that, a lot of day twos, I'll say that.
A few.
There's an echo on the mic. Cyrus, I don't know,
But now she can't hear us, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna message her, man. Okay, bit scuffed, hold on.
I don't know if it's mine or both of us. I think
it must be Cyrus's. It must be through Cyrus's. That must be what the issue is. Anyway, yeah, Cyrus, super accomplished player. Samuel Scime, Hamilton local. Has been playing a lot of Lugia lately, and I believe it's 4 day twos in a row this season, I think.
Yeah, I just pulled up the page. 3. Technically, one of them was last season in Orlando. Yeah,
that's
so
still quite the accomplishment for sure.
32 at Baltimore, right there on the bubble.
Nice, yeah.
And then 1/10 at Dortmund, 1/13 at Louisville. I don't know if he's been to anything else, but pretty good. I mean, those were like basically the last 3 majors of this season. Pretty consistent, and consistency is something that honestly is pretty.
Oh, it's pronounced. Okay, I'm getting word. It's pronounced Scime, not Scime. My bad.
Yeah, I see that in the chat. I value consistency when I'm looking at a player. You know, getting one result. You know, that happens, right? We all know. We all have an example of someone like randomly stumbling into a top 8 of a cup with some random deck, and you're like, "What are you doing here?" Right? With a bad deck. But I mean, Sam able to get it consistent, and I don't know how this best of 5 money match came to be, but it's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely an interesting matchup. I wouldn't really say it's like super super favored one way or the other. To be honest, I would probably give a slight edge to Lugia though.
I think I would too, just because
especially looking at the lists. You may or may not have seen the lists on Twitter. I probably do not have permission to put links in the chat, but Cyrus did tweet the lists out. Samuel has a 3/3 Chinchino line. I mean, really, that's kind of the only relevant thing. Like, obviously, we're running 4-Jet and but yeah, 3 rats. But Cyrus also has the Diancie, so that's a pretty easy out to one of them.
Diancie is not a common card, but it reads, for those of you that are not familiar with it, because it's pretty niche card, came out recently. It's for 1 colorless, 40 times the amount of, for every special energy on your opponent's entire board. So obviously Lugia putting a lot of special energy everywhere, going to get punished hard with these Diancie. Diancie's mostly just going to be there to clear the Chinchinos out of the board from this matchup. And another key inclusion that I see from Cyrus's list is Giacomo. So another pretty anti-Lugia card, discards a special energy, 1 special energy from each of Sam's Pokemon. So a lot of interesting plays she can do there. Maybe get rid of some Mist to be able to Saw Block, or getting rid of the Legacy to be able to take
and both of these tools are reusable. We have 2 Night Stretchers, so we can Diancie 3 times. And we have 3 Pal Pad, which combined, or I guess there isn't a Silene or anything.
There is no Silene.
But
There is
okay,
also
either way, we can
Thorton.
Giacomo 3 times for sure. So, oh, Thorton as well. So we can Diancie 4 times.
Yep. Diancie 4 times, and then by the late game, Ursaluna becomes a free attacker that's mostly going to be KOing everything. It's a pretty interesting matchup. I know that. Oh, and she also has Radzard. I didn't even notice. Okay, so this is a pretty aggressive.
Yeah, definitely a lot of
Control
ways to clear the threats that are the rats.
So it sounds like to me this is not going to be a matchup where, Control's going to be playing the slow game, trying to Luxray some stuff out of the hand, and then trying to saw block. Don't
I
think we're
mean,
going to see that. I think it's
kind of
most
tough because the Control still needs to play pretty, um, like, defensively. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you do have the one boss, but like, actually, I mean, I guess you have boss and counter catcher. But like, if they don't put any energy on the
Mhm.
Cinccino, then it's pretty hard to do anything to it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's not true. You can blustery win the basic with like a DT on a Pidgeot.
Yep.
That's a pretty easy play to do. Okay, actually, this will be closer than I think then, or than I originally thought. I would not give. I'd say this is definitely a 50-50 with these lists, at least.
The 3-3 Lugia, or the 3-3 Minccino seems pretty thick though. That seems it might be a
Yeah, but
lot
there's
to deal
definitely
with.
no shortage of answers.
Yep, for sure. It's gonna be, yeah, like we're saying, it's gonna be pretty interesting. Also, from the Lugia's point of view, it's a lot of things to keep track of, right? Because if you can't go willy-nilly with your jets. If you're down your jets, Control always has the option to saw block, right? It's probably not the main line that she's going to, like, her main game plan going into this matchup, but it is always an option, right? Same thing with Mimikyu stalling. So a lot of stuff to be scared of if you're Sam. Pidgeot Control is kind of like it's the toolbox deck, right? So
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different plays Cyrus can do. Like there's both Pidgeot and Diancie to deal with the rats. Because really, like the rats are the main thing. Without the rats, like you kind of just get bodied by like Cape Mimikyu and shit. So,
yeah.
that's kind of the main battle going on for sure.
So I will say I'm a lot less familiar with Pidgeot Control this format compared to pre-Shrouded Fable. Pre-Shrouded Fable, I'd say, is probably my most played deck. But in this format, what are your lines kind of looking at, or like, what are they looking like against Lugia? Is it again just mostly hunting down the Cinchinos, killing the Archeops, especially if he only gets one down? What do you like if you're sitting down, your opponent flips over Lugia, and you're playing Control? What are you looking for?
I mean, in terms of win con, considering like we do have this DAC, we can keep using it. We have Giacomo. I'd say win con is probably more so going to be just running them out of energy. Sam
Hmm.
is on what 4-8 plus 6, 17 energy, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course, I mean, it depends, right? Like if Jets do get discarded early and like an aggressive play from Scam, then from Sam, that's an unfortunate mispronunciation.
uh,
You could absolutely win with Saab, but it's probably not the main thing. And then of course we also just have the win cons of simply taking 6 prizes with Ursaluna and Radzard.
Yeah, one thing that's pretty nice as well, looking at this list, and both players know each other's lists, so there is no surprises. There will not be a Wordier. Sam does not play Wordier. Opts for a thicker Lugia line and a thicker Minccino line, which is pretty interesting because there's no shenanigans where you can have no threats on the board and then suddenly a big Oko. So Cyrus, if there's no Minccino, she is safe to send up that bear and attack with it. There's no way for no Thorton, no surprise Wordier, none of that. So
Like we're
pretty
getting into the
interesting.
game.
Oh, and also going first or second. I know
I
Lugia is
assume
a deck that
first.
tends to want to go first. So yeah, Cyrus gonna win the flip on game one. I'm assuming that for the follow-up games, they're just gonna get the counter pick back and forth.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Going first.
Okay, this is a very solid hand from Cyrus. We have, we have Sealstone and Buddy Poffin and Arven.
Dude, starting Poffin is just so nice. You're one of Poffin just because, usually you have the Arven search for it, but since you are going first, just having that Poffin raw is amazing. Establish the Pidgey plus for a Sealstone. She has
Sealstone plus the Arven just gets you Ultra Ball, or will get you Pidgeot Candy.
Yep.
Like, it's in hand for turn 2.
No Rotom, no instant charge this turn, but I think that's fine. She basically has everything that she needs. One thing that I also noticed, one thing that I do notice though, Sam plays 3 Iono compared to I'd say the more common in Lugia lists right now is 2 Iono.
Yeah.
So there is a chance she does get Iono'd, but then again, it's fine. You play 3 more Arven, none are prized. Giacomo's in the deck.
You can pre-attach the Sealstone as well to the Luxray. So.
Just taking a look at the prizes here. I didn't notice too much. I know the Giacomo's in there, which is obviously one of the main things that she's going to be checking for. I believe 1 missed prize. Nope, she has it in the hand.
Yeah, the Giacomo, the Diancie, the recovery options on those. I mean, it's Pidgeot control. Pretty much everything is a really important prize card, but...
Yeah, exactly.
For the sake of us not checking all 60 cards...
Yeah, I know Blitzel often says in his videos, like, if you're playing in an IRL tournament and you've got that 50-minute best of 3 timer, just check what's important for the matchup, And I saw Diancie in there, I saw Giacomo, so we should be good.
Yeah.
Tails on the Goza. Let's see how impactful it was for this start. He's playing a little slow. Maybe just thinking, he's got an Ultra Ball. Double chops? No, no chops.
That is not double chops.
Yeah, what did he get rid of? Boss Gift?
Boss Gift.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough hand. It's kind of looking like a squawk angle unless he has like a research in hand.
Probably, yeah.
But the fact that he went for Messagoza, I feel like he didn't have an Aroma in hand. So this Luxray, if is going to Fang Snipe, probably not going to hit big. Yeah, he grabbed the chops for sure. He's got research, right?
Yep.
And a jet. Count him.
Well, yeah, that is a jet gone. The beat.
Actually, kind of a relevant number now. Sam can Tempest dive Cyrus's Luxray with a DT.
Yeah.
Yep, of course, Messagoza hitting tails for the Lugia, heads for the opponent. Wait, and I just realized...
changes Bravery Charm math at all, though.
I don't think so. 250 or 260. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Anyways, we did not see an Iono come through, so no issues establishing the Pidgeot EX.
Yeah, especially Messagoza assisting there too. I wonder, she is using the Sealstone, so maybe opting to not use Arven for candy. So I wonder what this Arven is gonna, or what the supporter for turn is gonna be this turn.
Yeah, kind of hard to say, like...
Oh, she's just gonna... Oh.
Just Penny to kill the...
Live? She didn't support her, right? Live is bugging?
No, Live is bugging. It'll probably fix itself in a moment here. Surely, right? Please.
Dude, I don't know if you've tried TCG Pocket. I've got my fair share of problems with that game, but man, just playing like a smooth TCG experience in like through my fingers, pretty fun. I went back to live and the game immediately crashed. And I do not miss this. No way this is how we start the best of 5.
I hope it fixes itself. It has been a while though.
Well, stand by as live is and it passes the turn.
Okay.
There's no way. I don't know if Sam's just gonna pass back.
Yeah, how are we gonna... We'll leave it up to the players with how to deal with this, but
no, I think he's just gonna play. I mean,
that sucks.
I guess he did. He can, like, to give him the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes Pidgeot just kind of passes and sets up for a bigger turn for the following turn. But so like it's not 100% guaranteed that she was just gonna pass.
Yeah,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
sure they're messaging each other. I don't know if
Yeah,
they. I mean, yeah, I don't know exactly how you would fix this though.
yeah. Like passing back would be kind of a fix, but then Sam has a card in his hand that he shouldn't
Control
have.
versus Lugia on PVZ Pocket. I don't think. I think there's a large. I think pretty much every aspect of both of those decks would not function in Pocket, but
Considering there are no special energies, you
or
can't deck out.
Surge.
Yeah, you can't deck out your opponent.
Okay, it's gonna be a special roll for half of the Luxray's HP.
Okay, are we going? She does have
Cyrus
the
does
Ultra
seem to be able
Ball.
to play the game again, which is good.
She's gonna concede. I don't know if that was a let's reset and not count that one, or if she's scooping. Because I don't. That didn't seem like a scoop angle to me.
Yeah, I'm sure
So it might just be a reset.
we will get word soon, I'm sure. Resetting, okay.
Oh, she said. Oh, okay, she said in the chat. Yeah, that's fair.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, she was gonna penny up, take the mist off the Luxray, attach it to the Diancie, get the knockout on that Chinchino, which going up on prizes against Lugia as control. Who would have thought?
Yeah. I mean, hey,
And
aggressively killing the rats is definitely an angle that Cyrus would like to go for, if possible, so.
if the game allows her.
Yeah.
Also, one quick question that you may or may not know the answer to. I know Diancie reads special energies, but doesn't it count as special energy cards?
It
Basically, my
says
question is,
40 damage for each special energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon, so I
but if
believe
I'm
DT would count as 2.
if I'm
Just as
not
it's the same wording as
mistaken,
Weird Rare.
but if I'm not mistaken, the Japanese version says card. Like I think it's
Oh, what? Wait, okay, chat is saying it's special energy cards.
right
Control head
control
here? Okay, it is special energy cards. I trust
right
the control head in chat. And
like I don't.
apparently we can't trust the translation team. That is wonderful.
We can't trust the translation team. We can't trust the game developer team. There's not many people we can trust. But yeah, it's special energy cards, which is pretty relevant.
Yeah.
Just because if there's a DT sitting on the bench or something, we do need to count that as 40 damage, not 80 damage.
Okay, but the real question is, sure, the real life wording or ruling is special energy cards, but is that the case in the wonderful program PTCG Live?
That's also a very good point.
Because they've gotten rulings wrong many a time.
Do you know how the not Apex Dragon, Legacy Star ruling works? Do you know if
I don't know how it works in Live.
Yeah, because that's another mistranslation for those of you who don't know. You cannot, according to the card, you can use it with an empty deck, but you should not be able to use it with an empty deck.
Probably crash your game, to be honest. Usually, doing actions without a deck, or like decking yourself out with an action, very commonly will just break your game.
Wow, so there, Sam is going for an Iono and to read the win the chops. Cyrus had a pretty good hand before the Iono, but Iono gave her...
we still have Candy Pidgeot, so
exactly.
I don't think we're complaining.
Iono gave her back the Candy Pidgeot and a top deck of a second Pidgeot in case Live doesn't want to let you play one of them.
Yeah. I was wondering what you meant by in case, but yeah.
In case, you never know. Okay, quick search here.
Let's see what it'll be for.
The tool was Hero's Cape, which makes me wonder. I don't know where does this cape really land?
I don't know how much Luxray is going to do with an 8-card hand for the opponent. I mean, it's hard to say, right? It could just be like 7 energy plus a research. Like, it could just do a lot, but we'll see, I guess. In any case, no, it is definitely possible for them to just... No, they don't have a rat on board. So yeah, this Luxray is definitely staying for a turn.
Aroma. Oh, it was two Lugias and a bunch of energies. You were close. I mean, that Fang Snipe is actually pretty big, because if you've played Lugia, you just know
gargantuan, yeah.
Just one tails, just grabs you Lumineon for Iono. All of a sudden, those energies are going to the bottom of the deck. You're not drawing them.
we know.
Top deck was Minccino.
Yep. Which is like okay, to be honest. Getting that established is definitely good.
Yeah, what's pretty annoying
However,
here, if I'm Sam, is that yes, I get to read the wind every turn, but I'm discarding energies or Lugias. And I mean, if I draw into a research to save me, that
you
is
need
going
to draw
straight to
into
my
2
discard.
outs.
Yeah, exactly. 2 outs on 1 read the wind. The odds are pretty slim. While Cyrus gets to
Xerosic could
establish her
be
board.
okay.
Xerosic sounds mean here, but nope,
You know,
he's gonna get
in the
Arven.
words or in the angle of just discarding energy, Xerosic is pretty much guaranteed to discard a like 2 or 3 at least, right? Plus the Fang Snipe. So, like, surely they'd have a dead hand after. Setting up the Radzard preemptively. And
I
the
like that.
Diancie,
I
of
mean,
course.
here you know you have time. If you're able to like charge up this a research.
Oh, okay, that could be bad, depending on what this flips.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even then, though, like, okay, discarding the aroma. Actually,
I think
this is
she's
a hard
debating
one.
it because, like, even if he does research, this is not a research that if I'm happy to use if I'm Sam, right?
Yeah, his
Like,
research sucks.
I
Like,
think it
okay, so
still is
even if you
correct
get
though.
aroma, tails, get a fish. I mean, you're still benching a fish, which is not a great thing to do in the matchup, but
Yeah,
you know,
gets
if it gets
aheads
you playing the
anyways.
game, it's a heads, okay. Then there's just gonna be a read the wind of the Archeops, I assume.
Yeah,
Assuming we get an Archeops off the
yeah, because then
aroma.
all you need is a VStar. I mean, he does play 3, right? I don't know how many are prized, but your odds of hitting that are pretty high. Especially you have 4 Ultra Balls in the deck, so if you draw into 2 of those, that's an out to Fang Snipe.
Yeah, but you do need to draw into 2 specifically.
Yeah,
If you draw into just 1, then it doesn't do anything.
but also like an Iono and an Ultra Ball would do it, right? So his odds are pretty decent, especially
I mean, yeah,
considering
there's a
he has.
few outs. I don't know if I'd call that decent odds, though. It's still a 36 card deck.
Yeah, I mean they're okay. They're okay. It's not the most impossible draw I've ever seen.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it likely, though. The attach to the rat is interesting. Um, I mean, it makes sense. You can hit 350, or actually, you can hit even a Pidgeot with a cape if you've attached to the Chinchino the turn before. If you go chops 2, and attach. So definitely relevant.
So now, if you're Cyrus, how are you trying to capitalize on this the most? Probably just establishing the board as big as you can, eyeing up
Yeah,
the
this does
Giacomo.
play into Giacomo, is something I was gonna say. Spreading the energy.
Yeah, dude, she already has her attackers ready to go. So even if Sam is able to get out of this, it's going to be a pretty big deal. She has the answers right away in this Fang Snipe.
I
See
believe
what it
that's
is.
4 energy gone
Ooh,
now. Oh, that's okay. They're getting out no matter
there you go.
what. But oh wait, did they have a Lumen in hand?
They had a Carmine and Ultra Ball, I believe, were
Okay,
the items to discard. Top deck of the Aroma. There you go. There's
I'm
the V
losing my
Star.
mind.
There's the Summoning Star.
Yeah,
So you were saying it's unlikely to hit 2. You're right. He hit 3. He hit 3 outs that Lugia V Star. Well, I wouldn't call
well,
supporters
pseudo
outs, but
outs, but
yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Again, though, like something like the Carmine and such is really not something we want to be doing with that energy in hand. It doesn't look like we have to, though. If we've got the chops, we can. Well, we can swing into the Luxray. The Giacomo did protect the Luxray, unless he has a Jet energy in hand, I guess.
Yeah, he would need a jet, which I believe he did.
Did he?
I know he had a lot of energies.
I'm pretty sure it was like DT V-Guard Gift, I want to say. Maybe I'm
I think it
wrong.
was
Maybe I'm trolling.
DT Mist Jet V Guard. Maybe I might also be capping.
We will see, I guess. I mean, I guess it's a pretty good tell if 2 go on the Chinchino here, but... Okay,
Yeah.
I guess they
Oh,
must have
the
Jet
V
then.
Guard. The V Guard was. I think we're both. Unless he plays 2. Yeah, he does play 2. Okay, he does play 2 V Guards.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because I was gonna
Not
say.
not that relevant in this matchup at all, but...
Yeah, because I was gonna say we're both wrong about the V Guard being in hand because it was attached to the Gichino, but no, he plays 2.
Again, though, like, even if you kill the Luxray with a rat, like, you just get Diancie and you lose 5 energy.
Yep, the jet was in hand.
Okay, there's a jet. We also discarded a jet turn 1, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So it's 2 jet gone. This is going to be like 8 energy gone? 9, maybe? I
Was
think
a
it's 8, right?
was a Minchino discarded as well? Or no?
I think all the Minchinos are still around.
Okay.
But, I mean, it really is just energy. Like,
It's really energies, and I mean, if he's going to be responding with all these one prize Minchinos, at the end of the game, as long as he doesn't have an answer to deal more than 260 damage, that Ursaluna should be a free win.
yeah.
Or like double gust on the Pidgeot would be his other answer with like a Lugia VStar or something.
Yeah, which, I mean, it's certainly possible from
Oh,
the Lugia
okay, no.
playing 4. Ooh, killing the gift. Interesting.
I thought for a sec there, the way she like clicked the energy, I thought Live was doing that thing where it lets you pick everything but the option you want to pick. ever since that like ever since that pseudo game 1, Live is just scaring me.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, yeah, all Cyrus wants to do is just stop another rat coming into play next turn. Ideally.
Also important to note, if Sam does take this KO on the Diancie, Radzard is charged up with just one quick search for a DTE. Yep, looks like he is going to take the knockout with the Lugia V-Star. Oh, bossing maybe the Rotom? What do you feel about bossing the Rotom here? I feel like maybe bossing Pidgeot might have been a pretty decent line.
Just to punch it?
Just to punch it. Maybe in the next turn you can go like
I
if
think
she
it definitely
keeps
makes
taking
sense to
prizes.
kill the Rotom while it's on board. I mean, it's quite easy for Cyrus to just penny it away. Plus, going down to 2 specifically means we can just win in an instant with a rat. So,
That's true. Yeah, that would he is going
I
down
think
to
that makes sense, but things could get really sketch if, say, we killed the rat. Or even just, I mean, Sam needs to get the Chinchino out. So, and like we know he can't yet, or I mean, it depends what he got off the prize cards. He did get 2 prize cards. He gets a top deck, but so actually definitely could then. But I don't know. We'll see, right?
She does have access to Lumineon and Forest if she does want to use it this turn. I think maybe this might be an Arven for counter catcher. I think if I'm her, like you said, the Minchino is definitely my biggest threat.
Yeah.
Grabbing the Defiance Band just to thin it out of the deck. It's also, well, no, it's not really relevant because the Luxray has damage here. Or, not, sorry, not the Luxray. The Lugia has damage from the Luxray, I should say.
Looks like that'll just be eliminating the rat, which is going to be 2 out of 3 Minchinos gone after this.
So now the Bravery Charm going to be putting in a lot of work, just making sure that Sam needs a Gust, or else that Iron Hands. The Legacy has not been revealed yet. We haven't seen it come into play, so Iron Hands always an option. That's why that Legacy, or sorry, that Bravery Charm, making it as hard as possible for Sam to win this next turn, and he's pushing Lumineon. Maybe just going to Aqua Return it out of play.
I suppose. I mean, we're down some jet energy, but I don't know if that. I mean, I think there's a lot of merit to just taking a prize card, and then you can kill the Radzard, and you can kill the Radzard with like the Ursaluna, which is going to be relevant if Cyrus keeps taking prize cards. I mean, already taken 4, but it looks like it'll just be the removal of the fish. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this follow-up turn, but what I don't like about this play is just begging to just get punished with a penny, right? Like, she has she has like a 7-card hand. It's a pretty decent hand size, plus the Pidgeot. Oh, Jet. Okay, no, the Jet's going on the active. Oh, we're killing the Radzard with
killing the
Lumineon.
Radzard because of weakness. That's a good play then.
But now, not gonna. Is that 3 Gust down?
I believe so.
So I think this just puts him in a
Granted,
scenario
we
where
are
he
adding
loses.
a fish to the deck.
True, but does this just kind of lose to Bear Loop with Penny up the Diancie? I don't see how you answer that. Because if you have only one gust, you can't double gust the Pidgeot.
Yeah, I mean, you need to. The Cyrus
Okay,
yeah, Cyrus still has gust, so.
Mimikyu hiding in the prizes. Yeah, so the second.
Yeah, this might be pretty over now that you mention it.
Yep, I
Because,
think.
like, you need to. There's just no way to set up a rat anymore. Like,
Yeah,
if you set up a rat, it will.
it's getting counter catchered.
Yeah.
And because he's on one prize, right? Counter catcher is always going to be active until she takes her very last prize. What is even the quick search
Or
here?
goes to
Iono,
one.
maybe?
But...
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait,
Isn't there
I
a
think
gift
there's
on?
a
Is there not a
gift.
gift on the Lugia though?
No, yeah, there is. Yeah, so she's thinking against it now. If I'm
Do we have
Sam,
the
I don't
boss in
know.
deck? Like a Pal Pad seems decent. Just to get the boss back in there, then we can. That saves us a step later,
But
potentially. Or adds it out, I guess.
no, but I think she needs to be pennying. The boss is in the deck, but I think
Oh,
she
it
needs
is?
to be
Okay.
pennying up every
Because
turn.
then you can illumine. Well, she. Oh, right. Wait, she already pennied this turn. I'm stupid. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
If Sam really is, I believe he's down 3 gust. If I am keeping track. Cyrus is not opening his discard pile much, so I'm just trying to go off of memory here. Taking 2 prizes. I don't think there was anything relevant in the prizes. I think a Pal Pad was maybe the most relevant card.
Yeah.
Not gonna find it, but I don't think it's gonna come up here. I think Bear Loop should be good for game here. Yeah, so I mean, I like the play of going down to 1 and killing the Radzard, but I think it just opened up this line. Like in a vacuum, the gust on the Radzard was really good there, but just being 1 boss short now, I think loses you the game.
I mean,
Unless
it's not
there's
really a boss short at this point, because a boss wouldn't really
yeah, because
help that much in this moment.
a boss means you can boss Speedwing Pidgeot and then boss Ursaluna, so it's an out.
In theory, I
Because
suppose, yeah.
yeah, but I like looking at his list. I don't
If you
think
had to.
he. Yeah, exactly. Like it's not a great out. I'm not, but it is an out nonetheless, right? Oh, that's 2 boss. Oh wait, there is only. Hold on, I think I was wrong. So I think that's his only out, but it is a pretty thin timer to put yourself on. Because he would need Gust this turn and the following turn. He benches a bear of his own, which should buy him a turn.
Yeah.
Legacy bear as well. Oh, there's the first boss. Hold on. This might be a little interesting. He would need Jet plus a second boss in his small 3-card hand. So now I think is the time. If I'm Cyrus, I'm
I see
Ionoing
Jay
that.
also mentioned we can just quick search for the Radzard. Or not the Radzard, for the Thorton. You'd still need an energy, though.
Yeah, and the fire's in the discard, so she would need a stretcher, but she has Lumineon Forest.
Because there's the Defiance Band as well, so.
But there's the legacy on the bear, so it wouldn't win us the game this turn. But it would get the Ursaluna.
Although it would clear the bear.
Yeah. But also, yeah, I guess Iono to 1 isn't exactly an out because he can just get Iono to 1 into the boss, then top deck the Jet. Thorton Radzard is an interesting play here. And I don't believe she's used any stretchers, so yeah, I'm gonna
Checking
play
the
a Nest
deck.
Ball.
Yeah, we have the Thornton, the boss, Pal Pad still. Double
How
Night
many?
Stretcher. Still have Penny in the deck as well. Additionally to the one in hand.
This is interesting. I think all lines for Sam to win require that hand to be pretty damn good. I wouldn't say this scenario is Cyrus' favor, but she still has to be careful. I feel like Lugia kind of has so many outs to supporters and stuff that it often just kind of hits what it needs
Not
after.
often Iono to 1 though.
Yeah. So is that what she's eyeing up? She's taken a while for this quick search. She highlighted the Pal Pad. Pal Pad Giacomo? I don't know. Was there ever a line where somehow we can go double stretcher for Fire Radzard and then Giacomo off the Ursaluna? I don't think she had the cards to do that, but
Yeah, I
it
don't
could have
know.
been.
Yeah, I mean that would take 2 turns with quick search at least.
But
We
she
just
had the
don't have that.
forest.
Oh, we have the forest seal stone.
Wait, did she have it then? She would need. Oh no, because she needed
Well,
the
to
Pal
clear
Pad. She needed the Pal Pad.
there, but
No, but that would win on the spot if you Giacomo away the Legacy.
we need the.
But she was 1 piece short because the Giacomo was in the discard pile. Because or else,
Yeah.
if Giacomo was in the deck, it's quick search for stretcher, Lumineon for Giacomo, forest for the second stretcher, and you would have it.
Punching with Diancie will get. I suppose will
Plus Iono to 1.
Yeah, then we're just losing to Jet Energy.
Yeah, which is interesting. Why not attack with Ursaluna here?
Well, it's harder to.
I guess it is harder to move out, but
not
I mean,
really. We have quick search. No, that's a good point.
I wonder why we're not punching with Ursaluna. Because this loses to Jet Bear. Is there something else that Ursaluna loses to that I'm not thinking of?
No, I think it probably would be correct to attack with Ursaluna. I agree.
2 cards. What are those 2 cards? Using Primal Turbo to check the deck. I don't think any energies are coming into play unless we're like retreating into an Archeops, which could be a play to be honest. $12 energies down, plus the 13th on the active.
Including 2 Jets. So there is 2 Jet, to our knowledge, or from Cyrus's POV, in the deck.
Mm-hmm. Moving attached cards, so he is taking some energies out of the deck. Maybe just a DT and something else to retreat. You keep the Legacy on the bear. You could attack with Speedwing.
Could also just be thinning too. I mean, if Boss Jet does indeed win the game, right?
That too. Oh, we're seeing a Lumineon? No way, he has the Jet in hand, right? No way that one card is Jet.
I mean, it must be if he only attached 1 DTE, unless he reeled it. What is the content? No, he still has some other single energy. Like, attaching only a DTE to the chops is... Like, if they have 2 DTE, you can put 1 on the bear, 1 on the chops, and then...
Yeah.
Surely they had another single energy. They must just have the Jet in hand.
No,
otherwise, you definitely attach more energy.
If you have the Jet in hand, aren't you, like, slamming these cards down? No way. Boss? It's not a boss stall angle. It's a Minccino. Huh?
What?
I guess the idea here is that if he top decks Cinccino, does he have enough energy to one-shot an Ursaluna? There's no way. No.
How did... Okay, but, like...
Yeah, that...
Could Sam not have gotten, gone, like, DT, Jet onto the chops, like, just off the Primal Turbo, and then DT on the active? I mean, unless he prized a DT, of course, but... I mean, I guess that must be what happened, right? Like...
No, but I'm thinking, what was the line there? I don't know if he was hoping that she wasn't able to KO the active, or that if she would KO the active, he could he could respond by top decking Cinccino.
I don't think there's enough.
Right, because he had 13, so it's 4 energies. No, it wouldn't do it because of the Bravery Charm. Yeah, interesting. I wonder...
He must have prized a DTE, right? Oh, he only plays 3 DTE. Okay, I'm trolling.
Ah, there you go.
Okay, that cooks him.
Yep. So the lack of Wordier indirectly, or usually lists, if they don't play Wordier, they're on the 3 DT, right? So
yeah, I suppose that is true, but that is That'll do it.
That game actually shaped up to be very interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
Did she have a deck list error? Or we're just adding a... Oh, she's just
No, we're
putting
just
a fuller
bullying up.
Giacomo.
We're bullying up.
I was going to say, upping the Giacomo count a little bit.
God, I
Wouldn't
swear,
hurt.
anytime Cyrus sends me a deck list, I unbling it. I can't take it.
Nah, I love the bling. I love
It's
the bling.
just like sensory overload. I'm trying to prize check them, and it's like a
It
slot
helps.
machine injected into my eyeballs.
You don't find that it helps you prize check?
No, kind of just, I don't
'Cause,
know,
like,
a little too much going on for me.
when I was playing
Like
Charizard, for
overstimulating.
example, the only gold cards in my deck were rare candies. So I would just pass by like 3 gold cards and be like, "Oh, I have a candy prized."
I guess.
Also, I'm
I don't know. I
assuming
always just the SP base rare candy, like that blue and red just pops out at me all the same, to be honest.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Anyway, looks like we'll have the Lugia going first here.
Yeah, so I'm
Aroma
assuming
to start us off.
they are
Tails.
counterpicking. Unfortunate start of Lumineon here. This hand going. Thankfully, this is a going second hand.
Yeah.
So
We can just Arven for popping Sealstone Candy, and we've got it next turn.
yeah, so it's not awful. It's just a little annoying because this Lumineon, unless there's a weird top deck of an energy.
It's not a great hand, but it's not a... There's worse hands. Like, we're still chill next turn.
Of course. Oh, of course. The worst part about this hand is definitely the starter, though, just because I don't think there's a way to move this Lumineon out unless she gets an energy or something. So that's a free Tempest die if Sam has a strong start. Free 2 prizes, but he's going Aroma for Lumineon. Oh, he does play the Carmine. So it's looking like a Carmine hand. That Aroma was probably...
Definitely would have been preferred that to be a tail or a head.
A heads,
we got Lumen for Carmine, but getting the Minchino is not bad, that's for sure.
That's 1 chops. Also a boss going down, which is very important.
I think, yeah, I see Cyrus typing a graphic here.
Yeah, I think she's putting up the score on the stream. Sam, I just realized, plays both the Carmine and the Squawk, so he can have a very explosive turn here.
Yeah, against control, definitely, that is a good angle.
Yeah, especially if you're able to keep your jets up, the liabilities don't
is a chops. That's also a jet, though.
There was 1 jet that was discarded off the Carmine?
Yep.
This is a pretty solid start. Only 1 Archeops.
Establishing double rat.
Yeah, the double rat is just so scary.
Definitely, like, something you could do. Well, no. Never mind.
Since this is open decklist 2, Sam knows that there's no crystal shenanigans going on with some like torrential pump too, so these Chinchinos are going to be...
One of them will be safe, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
But realistically, the odds of Cyrus possibly getting a gust here are, to our knowledge, not possible with the hand, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But it's just something to keep in mind, right? Just because the list did do really well with the crystal, so it's something to just keep in mind if you're playing in a blind format, right?
That's true, yeah.
I mean,
certainly the information helps Sam more than Cyrus, I would say.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. Lugia lists are pretty stock, so would make sense. I wonder, not going for the retreat, for the attach retreat. So opting
to the candy right now makes sense, since this fish is likely dying.
What do you think about attach retreating and giving a Pidgey instead of giving the Lumineon? Well, it's a read the wind anyway, so it doesn't matter, but is there a reason to keep this energy here? I guess for a potential Diancie the following turn?
Yeah, I guess. That's definitely a valid play, though.
Quick search. Going to be towards the Penny. I don't know what the rest of the hand is looking like. I don't know if she has access to... Nope, no access to Pokemon search here, so it's not going to be a Diancie smack this turn. Lugia does resist.
You could do other than like throw a Mimi in the face, maybe.
Yeah, I guess you can bait out a Minccino that way, right? So you're
I
not
don't know how
wasting
effective
any.
that is against Lugia necessarily with the 4 boss, but something. Better than having Fish active, that's for
Mhm.
sure.
I mean, especially if, for example, if that Read the Wind gave him an Archeops but no way to discard it, and he has to use like Research for turn, he kind of just is forced to smack into the active, right? So it could maybe play around one hand like this. We're going Arven for Cape. Cape is the guaranteed grab, and Nest Ball. Probably just gonna try to set up her attackers.
Getting the
Ursaluna.
bear in play?
Hmm. Yep, confirming on the bear. Interesting. Pre-attaching to it. I guess we're trying to just force out as many energies as possible here.
Yeah, I mean now if you go kill the fish, then you go down to 4, Cyrus can just quick search for the DT and attack with the bear, I guess.
I wonder if this is
Not that
maybe
that's very
why.
particularly strong into the Lugia, but you
Maybe
could
this is
counter-catch
why
a
she
rat.
left the Lumineon in the active. Just kind of maybe potentially like asking Sam, just go up prizes, man. Let me bear early, maybe before Sam is able to establish a really strong board.
I guess, but like you could Diancie all the same, right?
Yeah, I guess
Like
Diancie doesn't force as many energies out.
I
Would
think the only
be
difference, I suppose, is you can go like bear plus blustery wind into Lugia to knock that out, but I don't think that's really a high priority
yeah.
target.
We'll see Sam able to aroma for that VStar and Ultra Ball. Surely there was a chops in there. Yep. One Chinchino's going to get evolved. V-Guard on the active. So where I see an opportunity here with for Cyrus, is there's no he is primal turboing, but one card hand, so he's going to be pretty reliant on gift energy here to do any big plays on the follow-up turn.
Yeah, I mean, definitely 2 energy has to go on the Chino, I would think, right? Just to
Yep.
prepare for the future here, yeah.
There's a gift. No more energies coming out of there, so it could be maybe a counter catcher kill on an Archeops here
We'll probably counter kill on the Chichino, no?
if you don't want to prog gift. Yeah. Mm.
I mean, I think we're more worried about just getting rid of
Oh
Chinchino,
yeah.
getting rid of rats. Like, either way, you're eliminating one of them from the board, so even if
Mhm.
they draw off gift, like, they still only have... They're still down a rat. It's still
Killing
progress.
Killing Archeops though means that Sam can only get one fully powered Minccino because he would have to put one Primal Turbo on the Chinchino to get the KO, and then if Cyrus were to kill the powered up Chinchino with like a Diancie, for example, um,
That's true. Especially
the
drawing the Diancie here. We have, like, almost not quite everything. If
but
we've,
since does Archeops resist fighting? I don't think that matters here, right? Because there is, depending on what
Yeah, it looks like
live.
we're just going into the
Yeah, so
oh,
it is the
okay.
Archeops kill. I like this a lot. But since we're attacking with the Diancie and not the bear, Sam isn't forced to put as many energies on the Chinchino. I think if I'm Sam though, I want to keep this Chinchino safe. So I'm going to be attacking with Lugia V-Star here. If I was
Yeah.
him, and then I think from that point, Cyrus can just KO double Archeops and just go for an aggressive bear loop, depending on where these
Yeah,
energies
because like
go
if
from
Sam
the Primal
kills the
Turbo.
Diancie, he goes down to 3, so we can just go DT Bear Counter Catcher with a
Yeah,
quick
so
search.
the V-Star is the promote.
I almost wonder if you could. I mean, no, you have to kill the like you don't get anything from not killing the Diancie. There's not really any way to protect this rat other than establishing a second one this turn and
Yeah.
going like halvesies, right?
But then if you go This is a pretty interesting decision, right? Because where do you put these energies off of Primal Turbo? Because if you do put like
It could be
all your,
Primal Turbo 2 onto the other rat.
if you do, yeah, I guess if you
And then
do
you have a
that,
safe way,
you're.
in theory, it's in your control at least. Well, no, you still get cooked
But
by Giacomo. Okay,
you not
we're
only do you
doing
get cooked
this.
by Giacomo, here you also, if Cyrus
I
is able
suppose
to
it
counter
depends what Cyrus would
catcher,
have.
yeah, like if Cyrus, obviously it's not possible with his hand, but he doesn't know that, right? But if she's able to counter catch her Bravery Charm, kill the Archeops, which actually it is because you can just quick search Arven. If you kill Archeops, Sam doesn't have a reliable way to one shot this Ursaluna anymore.
Yeah.
So it's kind of catch 22 there because if he puts all of his energies on one Chinchino, that's what's going to get counter catchered. If he spreads out the energies, the Archeops is what's going to get counter catchered. I wonder if that's the play she's going to go for here. Oh, and the top deck of the
Oh, the
counter
top deck of
catcher.
the counter catcher.
This makes your life even easier.
Yeah, now we just have no problems doing what we want to do here.
And because that DTE is in hand, it's the perfect energy that she needs right now. 3
Yeah,
prize cards have been taken, so Ursaluna
everything you
attacks for
could
2.
want.
Yep. I don't think the top deck super mattered because she did have access to Arven, which got her both the Bravery Charm and the counter catcher that she top decked.
That's
But I
true.
but now that does leave her supporter for the turn open. I wonder if the only supporter she has in hand right now is Thorton. I don't know if Thorton would come up in this scenario. Maybe Thorton the Pidgey
I mean,
into
you might
a
as well,
Diancie.
right?
Yeah, you could Thorton
Yeah,
the
like
Pidgey
there's no
into a
reason to have this
Diancie.
Pidgey on the board. I think it's quite relevant. I mean, it's basically like top decking a free Diancie, right?
Yeah, I wonder if she's gonna go for it here. She is going for the line
I
that I
think you
discussed.
definitely do. There's just no
Yeah,
reason not to, right?
yeah, exactly. Like the tricky part, like Thornton obviously is such a strong effect, but the tricky part is that it is tied to your supporter for turn. But I mean, if your top deck's gonna free up that supporter slot for turn, you might as well use it whenever you can, right?
Yeah, that definitely
Prize
gives Cyrus some good tempo. I mean,
and that prize card being Penny also really helps because I mean, if she wants to attack with the Ursaluna the next turn, the following turn, she's gonna need that Penny anyway. So this frees up your quick search for counter catcher to go chase that Chinchino if this Lugia VStar is gonna stay active. So tempo definitely in
exactly,
her
yeah.
favor, and these draws have been helping out a lot. Attachment is going to the Chinchino, so now this is even more of a threat. Boss is going to be a Diancie kill.
I mean, you still just get cooked by KOing the Chinchino in this situation, right? I mean,
Yeah, I don't know how much I love that Gust. I mean, it does reset the bear, but then again, smacking into the bear doesn't really do much for you. Yeah, Cyrus immediately clicking on that Pidgeot EX. She knows, yep, immediately spamming quick search. I know she's probably going to grab a counter
grab that
catcher
good
or a
old
boss. Yeah,
Gust. Yeah,
yeah, for sure. Boss is definitely a better
a little more
supporter in this,
efficient in
or
this moment.
yeah, a better Gust card. Definitely want to keep your counter catchers so that you can Penny and Gust.
I think this is practically over from this.
Yeah.
I mean, like, definitely the other Chinchino's dying next turn. Um, and you can
Even
still penny loop this turn.
even then, she doesn't even need to necessarily gust the Chinchino right away because you know that the Chinchino is not a threat to you. There are no more Archeops, no more Primal Turbos. Can't Summoning Star twice, sadly. That'd be a little absurd.
Well,
So
yeah.
Sam is just stuck to 1 energy per turn. So for what Cyrus, his damage cap is 210, basically going into this turn. Cyrus can abuse that very easily with his Bravery Charm Bear.
It's gonna be the Iono.
Legacy going on the Machino too. I mean, I like it. You have it in your hand. You don't want to be Ionoing it to the bottom because you know that you don't have access to energies anymore unless they're in your hand and it's from manual attach.
The punch
So
into the... Ooh, the top deck CC. Can we go, like... Penny Countercatcher Blustery Wind the Rat?
That is a decent line, yeah. I like that. I don't know if she's just gonna attack with the. Actually, it might be correct to keep the DTE on the bear. Oh no, because he's taken.
Well, you can just quick search for another energy.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't matter if the Pidgeot takes a hit.
yeah. You're right. I think we're just gonna go. Yeah, we're just gonna attack with the bear on the Lumineon, trying to speed up the game a little bit. Ooh, hesitating.
There's the legacy on the rat though, right? Taking
Just
the
gonna.
last prize card is not easy.
Yeah, because
Oh
this
wait,
is.
no, you have Giacomo. Okay, I'm trolling. I mean, it's still not easy, but it's fine, I
Well,
guess.
because you can't Penny and Giacomo on the same turn. Oh, Giacomo was
Yeah,
prized. We didn't even notice.
yeah.
She just took Giacomo off the prizes. I wonder if that's gonna be big. I think it's only gonna come up if Sam bosses for some reason. But I mean, yeah, his only out now is the double gust that we were talking about in the previous game, but I don't know if he has access to that. I know one boss was discarded earlier on in the match.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have preferred to see a Blustery win, because then you could punch. Then if, like, I guess you'd lose to boss, but like then you wouldn't. You could go. Maybe.
Well, you wouldn't necessarily lose to boss, would you? Oh, like on the following
Well, on
turn.
the Pidgeot
Yeah,
following,
yeah, you're
yeah.
right. I think she should be safe to just double penny. I guess now that you're
Yeah,
saying it out
should
loud, I
be.
think that's
We have the
probably
Pal
why
Pad
she
too,
didn't.
so which
That's
is
probably
actually
why
pretty
she
convenient
didn't.
for us to get. I guess we have 3 penny, only 2 in the discard.
Yeah, she would have needed to Pal Pad eventually.
Yeah,
Um, but I think she should have unlimited turns. I think that's probably why she didn't smack with the Pidgeot, because she didn't want to leave it open to a gust the following turn.
that's fair, yeah. Yeah, I guess we
Yep.
really just are not worried at all about running out of penny. In theory, we can. I guess we can just lose to Rad Energy. That's very
Oh,
difficult. Oh,
she's debating the Blustery Wind right now.
actually, that makes a lot of sense because now there's like literally no punish at all. Yeah,
The
okay, that's definitely the sequence then. Because now next turn we just quick search energy retreat.
the punish would be smacking with Chinchino, right? Because you could smack with Chinchino, give up
Well,
0
then we have
prizes.
Giacomo game.
Yeah, with this hand. Unless this is an Iono into Chinchino and he goes for that line.
I mean, he needs to be very lucky to
Yeah.
Iono into Chinchino, but yeah, certainly. I mean, you do that if you drew that for sure.
He did do the little frustrated emo. It's going to be a research, not an Iono, so that should be game.
Okay, yeah.
Unless he's just
You
going to play
know,
the Iono and put the research to the bottom, but yeah.
maybe Cyrus should have benched the bear in the case of an Iono. It's not like it gets stalled or anything. I think it's probably safer to have benched the bear.
Yeah, right. Because he's never gonna boss hit the bear. Because then that's just begging to be pennied. Here comes the jet energy. So
Oh, I guess on this no, because you researched into this. Yeah, there's no way. Because like, unless you had a boss jet and the no, because I guess Baron. No, you have the charm though. So yeah, you need to be like jet boss Chinchino with 2 cards in hand and the
yeah,
Pal
I
Pad.
mean,
Yeah,
it wasn't
this
out
is
though.
it.
Yeah, the Giacomo gonna be slammed down. Just gonna quick search
Or
for
just
an
like
energy, right?
or boss. We'll do it too.
Yeah, getting the
But yeah,
fire
the
energy, I
energy.
love it. Could have even went. Oh no, we couldn't have went. Yeah, we could have went Radzard for style points.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure we discard the right energy of the Giacomo, and that's gonna be a
2-0 for
2-0 lead
Cyrus.
for Cyrus, right?
Yeah, so I think both of those games were really interesting and kind of showed off the 2 lines you can go for. Where game 1, she mostly was just targeting the Chinchinos, and then late game, Sam wasn't able to string repeated KOs on the Ursaluna. And then in game 2, she opted to do a similar play, but instead of targeting the Chinchinos, targeting the Archeops. And I think the big difference as to which line you go for is how early is the Lugia player able to establish the energies. Because if they already have the energies on the board, Archeops isn't really needed anymore, right? So targeting down the Archeops doesn't do much. But there, Sam had a relatively slow start, and Cyrus did a great job of capitalizing, going after the engine. So 2-0 to Cyrus.
Yeah.
If
I'm
you're
not quite sure
Sam,
Cyrus will remember to update the graphics, so I will just throw in 2-0 Cyrus. Or I guess Cyrus 2-0
yeah,
Sam right now.
yep. Yeah, Sam opting to go first again. I definitely think that's correct, especially his list playing the Carmine and the Squawkabilly. Definitely, he has an advantage going first that he doesn't going second, which is being able to use that supporter, right?
Yeah.
Again,
I mean, hey,
started
imagine if Cyrus was going first with this hand. Sheesh.
dude. Cyrus's starting hands have been pretty good. Starting that Buddy Poffin, that one of Buddy Poffin
Yeah, this
twice
is
now.
still great. Also, the fish start from Sam.
We were talking about how bad it was.
I mean, it's definitely worse for
Lacking
Sam than it is for Cyrus.
Yeah, Sam doesn't have access to 3 pennies and 3 Pal Pads and quick search. So this Lumineon is staying on the field unless some awkward return shenanigan comes in.
Starting the Mimi is also great from Cyrus. Like Sam can't even get any tempo here, really. Got the Lugia turn 1, that's something. But looks like it will just be playing towards an awkward return into the Mimikyu.
Buddy Poffin gonna be slammed down. 2 Pidgeys is the grab. You definitely want to play around a potential Gust turn 2 attack on your only Pidgey. Plus, you have the second Mimikyu in hand here. Giacomo's in the deck. I don't know if I saw a Diancie. Two Stretchers. The
We've
Forest
got all
is
the
in the deck.
Pokemon search, we have the Cape. All the energy.
So no prize cards have jumped out at me as super missing, unless I missed the Diancie.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw the Diancie either.
I wonder what the Arven's going to be here for. Maybe she has the candy, right? So yeah, probably Nest Ball is a good grab. Just
Yeah, we can just
getting
instant
ready for the next.
charge as well, just get more shit going.
Oh my god, I forget. I completely forgot about instant charge. We haven't seen Rotom really hit the
Yeah, we're
board
playing
this whole
2
set.
Rotom in this list, and not once have we seen it come down, but oh, there's the Diancie, okay, we're
Oh,
trolling.
yep. So we're not going for the Rotom. I guess there's nothing to grab here on
Yeah, I mean, I
this.
guess if you don't need it.
Like, what can instant charge really give you?
I mean,
Plus, instant charge kind of
Energy,
is.
Bear, it can get you a little ahead. Giacomo, it can definitely get you stuff, but there is
Yeah,
certainly a disadvantage to put it into play.
a disadvantage, and it's also kind of an incentive for Sam to Iono. And like, if you have such great hand, but then again, nest balling for Diancie kind of shows that you have a pretty good hand. So Sam, if he has an Iono, will probably play it. Aroma did hit Tails, so this is any basic Pokemon of Sam's choice. The choice is going to be Minccino. So yep, Iono is played. Drawing a fresh 6 here. No
This
candy,
is
no
a rough
Pidgeot.
hand for Cyrus.
Yep. That Iono hitting pretty hard. I mean, you're one top deck away and one Messagoza heads away from the Candy Pidgeot still.
Yeah, I guess all you need is a Lumen, but I
Yeah,
mean,
so
it's not guaranteed anymore,
it's not
so
great. It's not great. This is looking like a nest ball at Rotom instant charge.
if it's a Tails on the Goza, yes. The double rat down as well.
Turn 1 double rat is really good here just because you are technically in threat of dying.
Yeah.
Actually, he could, which is a lot to ask for. I probably wouldn't, but if he was scared of the turn 1 KO on the Minccino with the boss, actually no, that's not possible because you can't penny on boss. Never mind. I was gonna say he can retreat off the energy off the Lumineon so that there's no energy in play because Diancie is 40 times, not 40 plus.
Yeah, read the wind away at the third Minccino.
There's an Ultra Ball. So
Oh
it is.
yeah, and the
And
heads on the Mesagoza. Okay, we're chilling.
damn. I guess also a Mesagoza heads would have done it, right? Because she could have Mesagoza for
Yeah, just the
Lumineon.
fish itself would get you there with Arven Sealstone Candy, but I suppose now we can get a different item.
We are locked here to using the Arven for turn, so there is no Penny, no
Either
Gus,
way, yeah.
no shenanigans going on. Just gonna use this turn to set up her board.
Getting the charm. Okay.
Where do you think this charm goes? On the Lumineon still gets Tempest died, but he does have the DTE on the Lugia, so maybe not.
Keeping the bird for sure. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where the charm's going. It might just be to get it in hand for bear shenanigans later, or just get it now. Yeah.
I was gonna say because you have the DTE in hand, setting up this bear seems pretty good here.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Charm on the fish to stop it from getting Tempest dived? That makes a lot of sense, actually.
It
So I
does
can still
force
penny the
him.
charm off. Just gonna pass? Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to the charm. I don't hate that because I mean, at the end of the day, if he really wanted to kill this Lumineon, he can still retreat the DTE off and jet it back in.
Yeah.
How many Archeops are in the discard? Is that 0?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
I don't
Aroma
remember any chops going. There's
Aroma
a
puts 1
yeah,
to
the
the
Read the Wind
hand.
was the little baby rat, so
Mesagoza hits tails, so if he had an Ultra Ball in hand, he could have Ultra Ball double chops, but thinking about it, is this just going to be another Read the Wind?
might be.
You're relatively fine to chill this turn. You're not under any big pressure, but if she does, yeah, because there's no energy on either Diancie or Mimikyu, I don't think there's a way for her to gust a Chinchino and kill it with the Diancie. So
Yeah,
I
there'd
don't.
be a little more threat in theory. Like, either way, we know it's not possible, but there would be more threat in theory if you
Mhm.
had attached to the Diancie, because then Sam could be scared of
Attach or shape boss or
attached
something.
boss. Yeah.
Putting another energy on the fish, so Sam keeping his options open to be able to Aqua Return without getting the double chops discard in. And yeah, his discard is 3 Aroma, no Archeops. 1 surely is going to hit the bin this turn, though, off this Read the Wind. Sam probably just thinking if he has any other plays to do this turn before just announcing the attack. Oh, bossing something first? We're going to try to boss stall the bear. I don't hate that.
Yeah, I mean, if it sticks there, you can kill the rat, I suppose, next turn.
It's just slightly annoying for
It could
Cyrus,
force a penny, right?
I mean, here, I think you probably just get Penny and just go back. Either go back into the Mimikyu, or you could smack with the Diancie. But I don't think that damage ever realistically matters.
Mm,
Or it might. It means
I
that
think you
Bear
just penny
kills a
back into the
VStar.
Mimi.
Yeah, I think you penny back into the Mimi actually, because if Live has the correct interaction, yeah, we're seeing the Giacomo. We're definitely. Also, we're not even seeing the Penny.
Okay. That doesn't necessarily protect your bear if Sam has a jet.
Yeah, he also does need
But
the second
it
Archeops
does
in the
force
bin.
him to have a jet, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this play though.
Yeah, because like you're still not really actively moving forward by not pennying. Like, what, are you just gonna penny next turn? You still got the Giacomo 2 energy away, so I suppose it's still some advantage gained from that, but
I guess going both of these scenarios
what if
out
that's
like
the last DTE?
outside of the jet, both of these scenarios kind of just force Gust, either penning, putting the Mimikyu active, or keeping the bear active. So maybe just rather have the bear active. A Lugia, not even an Archeops. Wow, these Mesagozas, I'm pretty sure he is 0 for 3, by the way.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's see,
And I,
Cyrus is gonna... I mean, she got it on the last one. Not gonna get it on this one, but I don't think she particularly needs to.
we're gonna
Bring
see the
back
Pal.
Giacomo Arven?
For sure, that Giacomo you want in the deck at all times.
Yeah, absolutely. Just using it multiple times is... I'm not sure if I Giacomo this, but I mean, I guess you can.
That's 3 DTs gone, which is pretty annoying if Sam is trying to use some of those heavier attack costs, like that Tempest Dive.
Bear specifically as well becomes pretty useless.
There's the first heads on the Mesagoza from
Not
Sam.
pretty useless, but much harder to use.
For sure.
Also, like, it could prevent him from reading the wind, to be honest. I mean, unlikely, but...
There's the Ultra Ball for the
there's
chops.
The Ultra Ball.
Oh, probably already has the VStar in hand if he's grabbing that second
Surely.
Chinchino. But honestly, despite how slow of a start Sam has
Good
had,
position for Sam. So.
Yeah, I'm not too upset by this.
Like, it is quite unfortunate Cyrus couldn't... Like, if you had Penny the turn before, then this turn, you could have boss KO'd the baby rat with Pidgeot. No, I guess you couldn't because you need DT and boss. But well, I guess if you hadn't attached the DT to the bear at the beginning,
I think the jet's in hand. The way that Sam is charging up this Chinchino, and yep,
fair.
That's a big KO. But we're gonna see the Diancie able to respond on this Chinchino here, so this is gonna be an easy promote. The only unfortunate thing for Cyrus here is that she's kind of locked into her quick search for that energy, so she's not able to set up some bigger plays this turn.
Yeah.
So I feel like her next turn, if this Diancie goes down to like a Lugia's Tempest Dive or something, isn't going to be the strongest. Now Cyrus quick searching here. Seeing what the grab is. Yeah, it's a mist. I think she kind of just has to go for the Diancie smack here.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other viable play.
You
have to deal with the rat.
Yeah, you have the counter catcher in hand, but I definitely don't think you're trying to use it this turn.
These Giacomos just have not been super efficient. Like, we've already used 2 only to discard 3 energy. This will take another 5 out of the equation, so that'll leave Sam at, including, there's the legacy in there still, right? He has like 9 energy left, assuming that's prized. I think, right? Down a rat, sure, but I guess down 2 rats, right? Because we used to read the wind on a Minchino at the beginning. But like the bear's gone, so if you want a bear, you need to like Night Stretcher. Like, okay. You would need, I guess we have the fish. Maybe we have it actually. We have Sealstone still in the deck as well for Cyrus. We can go like Lumen, Arven, Nest Ball, not Nest Ball, Night Stretcher, Sealstone for DTE. We have the Counter Catcher. We could actually kill this rat, depending on what Sam does here, if he takes a prize. I'm not really sure how much. Once again, I'm not quite sure how much using Lumen attack into Diancie would do. Unless we're bossing the Pidgey just to take a prize, go down to 3. Which either way is a good situation for Cyrus.
Why are we not just Tempest diving the Diancie? I feel like attacking with Lugia VStar is relatively safe in this position.
I would agree.
Especially because the bear is still in the discard. Oh, we're gonna see a boss on the Pidgey, I guess, like you said.
Yeah, but now we have. I mean, as long as I know we have Night Stretcher and Sealstone in deck, right? So as long as we have an Arven. Oh, is it just gonna be marking the bird?
I kind of like this more than taking a prize here. It means that Cyrus is further away from getting a bear attack. There's no
This
way to
also
get a
leaves
bear attack.
no energy on board, so Diancie can't kill the Minccino. That's actually probably the main reason.
The only thing is I don't know what numbers this fixes. This puts Pidgeot EX at 260, which is still kind of an awkward number for Sam to hit if it's not using a Cinccino, right?
Still 2 less energy. Could be relevant. I think the bigger thing is just keeping the rat safe this turn. Because it is 100% safe this turn.
Yep. Bear would require 3 energies. No way to do that unless we're doing some crazy Thorton DT stuff, which, I mean, actually is a possibility.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know if she has that. I don't
We
think
have
she
the
has
counter
it in her
catcher.
hand.
Yeah, I think the Thornton is in the discard, right? Didn't we use
Oh,
it earlier?
was that? No, that was
Or
the.
was that
I
last
think you're
game?
thinking of. Yeah, I think you're thinking of the last game. I mean, we had the Lumineon in hand, so we have access to that play.
Potentially, yeah.
I don't know if that's the
Oh yeah, Thornton
correct
is in
play.
deck. Wait. I mean, it's definitely correct if you can kill the rat.
Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty decent. The only
Anything to kill the
downs.
rat. Like,
Oh, I
we
think
try. I
she's.
mean, Sam put in so much work as well. Like, did such a weird turn as well to keep the rat safe. In theory, at
Oh, the
least.
Thornton is the quick search. I think she sees it. Wait,
That
no,
might be
then
it.
it can't be the DT. It can't be the DT. You had to Lumineon for the Thornton.
Oh, yeah.
Did she mess
Yeah.
up? Unless she's going for a different Thornton play. Thornton is such a like. I feel like
What
Thornton
else
is one of
is
those
there? It's
cards
just
where like,
bear.
yeah, I guess Thornton is such a creative card that you can do all sorts of plays with it. I wonder. Oh, did she just make the? Did she just make the
I think
realization?
it might be a bit of a whoopsie daisies.
A little goof. I mean, if in this case you can just retreat into the Mimikyu, um, just make it slightly more annoying for Sam to respond here. We are pal padding back the Giacomo.
I
No
suppose you
chance.
might as well. Would you want to rare candy the other Pidgeot now that this Pidgeot is a little endangered?
I would hold it in hand, right? Because Lugia isn't able to
Just to
gust
keep a one
and
prize
hand
board
disrupt.
other than the
That too.
Pidgeot EX?
That too, but you're not in threat of getting your Candy Pidgeot Iono'd out of your hand and also having your Pidgeot go down in the same turn. So if Sam does go for a gust kill on the Pidgeot and Cyrus wants to establish another one, she's always going to have a turn to do that.
That's true.
So we're just going to see a pass? Huh. I guess Sam is just feeling confident that there's no punish, but now
Well, now Cyrus
yeah,
definitely has it. I mean,
yeah. Fool me once, shame on you. How does that saying
okay, it
go?
is
Fool me
going
once,
to be
shame on
king.
me.
Fool me twice.
Shame on
No,
you.
fool. No,
Something like
is
that.
it not the other way around? You say fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right?
Yeah, whatever. That's saying she's not gonna mess up. If
It's not.
she is going for this bear line that I'm talking
I
about.
think she saw it last turn. I'm pretty sure it will be the quick search for the DTE, which will. Oh, but now we have Mimi active. So
Oh,
wait,
you're
this is a
right.
conundrum. Oh, this actually sucks. Oh wait, well, no, we still. Yeah, we're kind of.
But I think you're happy. Well, I don't know who benefits here from this little stalemate.
I think
Probably
I think
Lugia.
it's kind of a nothing ever happens angle. I think. I mean, no one really gained.
Yeah, it's
Kind
a
of
little
just nothing
weird.
happened. Because
Cause
Sam doesn't really want to do anything to threaten the rat, right?
yeah,
Or
like
threaten the energy. There's nothing on board for Cyrus to poke and pry at.
yeah, and I think the only other thing that Sam can do in this scenario to establish a stronger board would be benching another Minccino, but he had to read the winded early. we're just gonna see a pass. I don't
I mean,
think
he can't pass
Sam's.
forever.
Yeah, I don't think Sam
But like,
sees
I
the
mean, I see what,
Thornton
dude.
line.
Yeah, now Cyrus just has it. Now she's caught up.
There you go. She's getting the DT. I think for sure she's going for this Thornton play,
Yeah.
right? Yep. We're seeing the Thornton on the Diancie
I
turning
mean, I don't
into a
know what Sam
bear.
could have done otherwise.
I think you just have to hold the. I don't know if he was hoping to. Oh, oh yeah, an Archeops kill.
I guess that's better. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that
Either
makes sense.
way, though, this puts Sam in a very rough position. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if he saw this either.
The good thing for Sam is that in this case, if he smacks into this bear, the bear can get pennied but can't get established again. So at least Cyrus isn't threatening a KO next turn. I don't
That
know
is
how well you
true.
can abuse that though, because I think regardless, you're wasting your turn by smacking into the bear. And this is a best of 5, first to 3, which means Sam's on the ropes here. Four
Close to. I
prizes.
mean, it's not over yet, but it's not a great position for him. Not anymore.
Yeah, it's not great. I think we saw a little bit of both players fumbling a little bit, a little bit of some misplays with the Thornton, but I think Cyrus got right back up on her feet and got the position. Like you said, nothing kind of happened,
You
right?
know, to be
Sam was able
honest,
to capitalize on that.
Sam might have just thought a piece was prize, and that's why Cyrus didn't go for it.
That or he didn't see the
Maybe.
line. It's a weird line to go for.
Yeah, I mean, I would if I was playing Lugia, I probably wouldn't see that, to be honest. But I'm not someone who's day 2'd 4 times with Lugia, so
That's true. But also, I think it's less of a thing with Lugia, more of a thing that Control is a weird deck, especially if you've never
I
played it
mean, yeah, that's
yourself.
true.
Like, dude, when I was fighting Control before I was playing as it, I did not know what the list looked like, what they played, what plays they had access to. So I mean,
This
maybe
is
it
open deck list, though.
yeah, but I mean, I like all I'm saying is if Sam didn't see it wasn't the most
Yeah, I mean,
obvious
I
line.
wouldn't
You know what I
blame him
mean?
or
Yeah,
anything, but
exactly.
just chunking into the bear. I mean,
You are safe. It does give you an
we are
extra
not safe
turn.
though. We can just get Diancie.
Oh, you can get Diancie, but it is the discard. So it would
Well, you
require.
have Sealstone on fish.
Oh, the Sealstone hasn't been used. You're right. Plus the Messagoza. Oh no, Messagoza heads does not matter because the Diancie's in the discard.
Yeah, I think you just quick search for Night Stretcher, Sealstone for energy, and you just kill the rat.
Yeah, and well, you're gonna need. Oh yeah, Lumineon for
And
Penny.
then after, yeah, I, yeah,
That's true. You're not safe. I forgot about Diancie.
Diancie. Yeah, I mean,
Diancie just adds a whole nother layer to this matchup that just didn't exist before. Uh, before Diancie, or sorry, yeah, before the card came out.
yeah. No, you're right about Penny though. Yeah, you definitely just get the Night Stretcher to get the Diancie.
Well, you don't need the energy, right? Because you
Yeah,
can
you'll
just
Penny for
go.
the energy. You're right.
So you
You
can
still have the limit.
just Night Stretcher. So yeah, you had an extra search regardless, because this Lumineon obviously has to grab the penny.
Yeah, you get to preserve the Sealstone. That was just me not seeing the correct sequence there, forgetting that Penny just gets you the energy right back.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Well, it was fine. She had Pidgey on the board.
yeah,
She
I
could have
guess you had
retreated.
Pidgeot.
But we both definitely just got
It's a
scared a
little
little bit.
scary though. I mean, you saw Cyrus recoil as well, so
Yeah, yeah. She knew. She knew.
um, yeah, just giving us a show, giving, you know,
Keeping
putting on
us
a
on
show
our
for the
toes.
crowd, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
And not putting the DT. Does that ever matter?
and I mean, hey, I think it's more of a show. This is a master class. I
I
mean,
mean, looking like a 3-0 in what is Control's, I
how
would
much
say, one
energy
of the
does Sam
harder
have?
matchups. I think 9 in the discard, 2 on board, so it's 11, 6 left, which is still a good amount, but only able to accelerate 2 at a time is not great.
And no rats as a payoff. um,
No rats, that is right. 3 Minccino in the discard, no Thornton in the list, no Night Stretcher, no shenanigans, so those Mincinos are staying in the discard. Plus,
I
you
mean,
have
the
to think.
most possibly that could happen would, I mean, he's could sign the slip. I mean,
It's pretty rough. I mean, if you're Sam here, what are you doing? You have 11 cards.
How does he take 2 prizes, right? Or 4 prizes. 2 knockouts, 4 prizes. Like, this Pidgeot that's marked up still has 260 HP. Like, sure, you can pretty easily kill the Lumineon in theory if you... Well, no, all the DTs are gone, right?
Like,
Actually,
it
you
would
can't really do much of anything.
all the DTs are gone, you're right, because I was gonna say, like, somehow, some way, if you can jet up an Iron Hands, boss amp the Lumineon, and then gust the Diancie with Bear, you have
Or Mimi, I guess,
something.
with Archeops.
Yeah, like, you had a play there, but I mean, that requires so many cards in hand.
No, because, yeah, there's no
Also,
DTs, yeah.
yeah, there's no DT, so it's not possible, but even then, you have 11 cards in hand. You have to assume that if only one of those pieces was in hand, right? Like if he did have it, the 4th DT and it was in hand, or the Legacy, or doesn't have the Jet, not able to go for that play. It was Ultra Balling away 2 V-Stars after grabbing a Squawk. That tells me your hand is dead. So, I mean,
I mean,
Sam
there's
might
not
be
really
just...
much that could possibly be in the hand, to be honest. I mean, every card that's in the deck, you could have them all, and there's not really a
Yeah,
great win
exactly.
con for Sam here.
I think Sam just looking at the deck, hoping to find some sort of something that screams at him for a play. Maybe just taking this one prize around the Diancie with the Ursaluna, but I don't think that eventually wins you the game. Research gonna show the hand. There was a boss in there. A
Fish
boss, a
too.
Lumineon, a fish. 6 cards in deck 2. We can honestly start seeing a Chi-Yu angle.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Jet of the Bear. Um, I mean, if Cyrus wants to end this game quickly, she has the Chi-Yu in hand.
I mean, that does
Depending on
provide just risk, though, doesn't it? Because that does give Sam a prize map if you put the Chi-Yu
depending on
down.
how many Jets are left, because you might just be completely safe if you're able
That's
to.
true.
I don't know. I don't know how many charms she has left. I think that might be her last charm on the Diancie, actually. But if she had a charm for the Chi-Yu,
Yeah, because she
the
used
bear
one
would
on
be
the bear that got knocked out.
yeah. And there's the second one. She only plays 2, right?
That
Yes.
is correct. Yep.
Yeah. So and the cape obviously being on the Pidgeot. So Chi-Yu's not an answer here. But if it was, you do guarantee
Not
a
a safe
turn with
one, that's for sure.
yeah.
Again,
Actually,
yeah, like, there just isn't 3
oh,
prizes on the
he has
board.
2 Jets left anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah, you
just
can
kind
also
of
just proactively smack the bear. Because,
I think that's
like,
what you kind of
3
got to do
energy has
for that.
also been committed to this bear, so I think there's genuinely nothing after killing the bear, right?
There was 12 energies in the discard, if I'm not mistaken. I think 1 was discarded off the research, so that's 13.
Yeah, then
3
plus the
onto the
3 on the
bear.
bear, there's nothing.
So you can actually just stick Mimikyu as well and just penny up the penny
That
up the
too,
Lumineon.
yeah, I mean, Mimi would... How many boss does he have? I mean,
I believe 3 are down.
yeah, then that Mimi should do it, right?
I would love to see the Mimi stick just to see all the different lines that Cyrus was able to take to win this game. She's thinning out the deck very well right now. Getting the Rotoms, discarding them, you're not going to need instant charge for the rest of the game. Ionoing Sam to 3 as well.
He still has Sails down too, we really can just do
Oh, we
anything.
still have the Seal Stone.
I
2
mean, you can
Gust
just...
in the hand.
Yeah, he still has Jet, but... Oh, it's only 11 in the discard. Okay, so there's
Oh, there's only 11.
potentially 3 that Sam has to work with, I
But no
guess.
DTEs, right? So your only attacker besides this Ursaluna is
It
going to
would be
be the...
Chops. It would have to
Yeah,
be Chops.
I just don't think he has a damage... Like, his damage cap right now would be 240 with this bear.
Yeah.
Um, and there's just not enough...
And, like, even if you kill the bear, then you just have, like, Chops to work with.
Yeah, like, your
To,
cap
like,
right now is
2-shot,
240.
to 3-shot the freaking... I guess 2-shot the fish, clean up the bear. It'd take him, like, 3 turns.
This is where Sam takes out the
3
canceling
turns
cologne and goes
in
boss
which...
cologne the Mimikyu. And then
Yeah, I'm
boss
not
kill
quite sure
Lumineon.
that's gonna occur.
You sure? The second
I'm
bear?
quite sure. Looking at these deck lists, I'm quite sure that we now have an accurate reading on what resources Sam may or may not have, and I can tell you with confidence, Cologne is a resource that Sam absolutely does not have.
That'd be
And
crazy.
will not have throughout any of these potentially 9 games in this best of 5.
It's best of 5, right? Not first to 5, so potentially 5 games.
Yeah, well, I mean, like potentially 9 games on the higher side of things. Like we cap at 9 games in a best of 5. But yeah.
Wait, no, is it a first? Because there's a difference between first to 5 and best of 5. Best of 5 is first to 3, so it would cap out at 3-2. Or are we doing a first to 5?
Oh wait, I'm trolling. Wait.
No, I am asking as a genuine question.
I misread that. I thought it said first to 5. Yeah, it does say best of
Okay.
5. Okay.
Yeah, which is why Sam's gotta come up with something fast. Iono, we're gonna see a speed. No, oh, we're just doing this to reset the bear. We're doing this to reset the bear. I mean, it's the only
Okay,
play
well
he's got. But
now it's truly the only play he's got. I mean, Penny is game. Penny is game.
Penny was given from the Iono. So this liberates the quick search. Oh, switching it to dude. I was like, why is she switching it to Pidgeot? But I forgot
I mean,
that
it's just game if Sam used that jet energy to reset. Now there's only 2 energy.
Yeah, how many
Yeah.
pennies are in the deck? Is this gonna have to be a Pal
The
Pad
only
for Penny?
remaining attacker.
You can even just stick Mimikyu, I think, for game. But we're gonna Blustery Wind.
That'll do it.
Why not? I mean, even if this Pidgeot goes down, you have a second one, and you do just have.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I don't
Wait.
actually. That almost decks him out.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to be careful there. The gift
I
energy
mean, it's
almost.
over.
Yeah, it's pretty over. Even Penny getting grabbed off of the prizes means quick search is available next turn. Here comes the hands, the legacy in the
The Hail
discard.
Mary. I think we're about. I think this is not Iron Hands. I think it's the hand we're about to shake.
Going for the handshake. He's gonna deck out, bossing up
And
the
you
other
know what? That's a
Pidgeot.
very respectable move from Sam, for sure.
I like that. I like that. The first sign of hands that we saw this whole set, Cyrus goes up 3-0, and honestly, I was doubting the matchup a little bit. I was like, man, this is pretty Lugia favored, but I think
I thought that, and then I looked at just like the amount of just tools you have to throw.
not only
At
that,
the
but I
Lugia.
mean, she did a very, very good job of showing how to win that matchup. I mean, taking different, like somewhat different lines.
Yeah, I would say played 100% perfectly, apart from the just the
The weird
Thornton
Thornton,
fumble there. But
yeah, that was
we
one
do
of those
have stars
scenarios
here. We
where-
can get a little interview, a little winner's interview if you'd like.
Oh, yep, she's unmuted, so you can give your words. What do you think? Did you think he was gonna be a 3-0? Were you confident?
No, I didn't think it was gonna be 3-0. Hello everyone. But I was confident. I thought I was gonna win, but like I was like, it's Lugia. Like anything could happen. You know, it's not that good of a matchup. So, but I'm glad I won 3-0. Nice and clean. Wrap up my day.
Would you consider it
Saturn's
not a
just about
good
to wake
matchup
up,
with
and they've been
your
around
list
the whole time.
specifically?
I'd say it's favored. I'd say it's like 60-40.
Yeah, that's
Really? Wow.
But the 3 Chinchino is obviously like annoying. Like that makes it.
Yeah.
Like against a normal Lugia list, definitely favored. But with 3rd Chinchino definitely adds a little extra flair there. But no, I mean it was just pretty clean. Just stacked with Diancie. The Pidgeot. I don't think my Pidgeot ever. Did my Pidgeot ever get knocked out? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
I think the most that ever happened to it was a 350 from a rat at the end of game 2.
Yeah, because the Bloodmoon couldn't have taken 350, so I just left the Hero's Cape Pidge there to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean if you have Pidge the whole game, never gets knocked out. Honestly, not super hard in that case. Just I felt like I was in pretty good shape every game. There was obviously both game 1 and 2, like if you had like the nuts off of like my late game Ionos and stuff,
Yeah.
like that, then like there was always a world in which he could have won. I know he said he prized some stuff. Like game 2, I know he said he prized his last Iono, so he couldn't even go for the hand disrupt. To get me out of the Giacomo legacy play. I think I would have won anyways, but it would have been like a little bit closer.
Yeah.
He could have Iono'd me. And then game 1, I think like his last prize was like a gift energy, which I mean, you play 17 energy, so you're probably gonna have an energy prize, but still like could have been a difference maker if that wasn't prized potentially. And then game 3, he is taking too long to get set up. It was way too clean. Game 2, like it did take him a while to set up, but I don't think that was necessarily like poor draws as much as it was Luxray Thanks Night doing some work there too. So yeah, all in all, good games to Sam. Glad he came on. He just sort of, or him and Jay messaged me one day and were like, hey, I want to do a Pitch Control versus Lugia money match. I think Sam probably was talking to Jay about it and was like, yeah, I think the matchup's great for me. And Jay was probably like, well, money match Cyrus. So
how much was the money match?
$50. I'm $50 richer now. That's like a pack of diapers for Saturn.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's funny.
Pitch Control. But yeah,
I think
thank you everyone for watching. I just want to like shout people out before we wrap up. Thank you so much to Callie and Dario for commentating, and thank you so much to Jay Cristiano for sort of being our pseudo judge for this little money match.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah,
thanks for the show. You played very well, and it was honestly a really good set. I like that you were kind of able to use almost everything that Pidgeot Control has to offer. Yeah,
I got to definitely display quite a few cards. I got to use I don't know if I ever attacked with Radzar, but they were like it applied a little bit of pressure. Bloodmoon, obviously.
Yeah, there was definitely a moment where you could have.
Yeah, it got gusted and Aqua returned, but
where, like I could have like cheated where I kind of wanted, but you know, it was mostly Diancie, Mimikyu, Bloodmoon action, which is always nice in the matchup. Also Giacomo's.
Luxray got some use that I wasn't expecting in the matchup, but he put in a lot of work.
Yeah, we were really thinking like it's Luxray. I mean, definitely it was only a few specific hands in theory that Luxray would really lock him out in that game 1, but I mean, you just sniped the one aroma and there's nothing else, right? So
you can get a read. You know, Luxray is one of those cards where in a vacuum, it's like if you like had zero knowledge of what is in your opponent's hand at any given time, it'd be a much worse card. But you can really get a read just based on how your opponent's playing, like what they have left, like when they might have a slightly dead hand, and when it's a good idea to use a Luxray and you might catch your opponent dead. And in the Lugia matchup, where you need to buy time, it can come up. You know, they just got a handful of Pokemon energy. You just get rid of exactly what they need and clean up from there.
I think a really good tell was when he read the wind. He used read the wind and didn't even discard an Archeops, right? So that kind of tells you there's no there's nothing else but Pokemon and energies. Really well played. Congrats to the $50. Don't spend it all in one place.
I will do my best. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for watching. We're gonna wrap up then because Saturn is getting involved here. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I will be streaming on the TSS YouTube channel tomorrow at 4:30.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, stream.